Welcome back to another segment of Dishin' on Daytime. Chef Emily, I'm excited to have you back, and we know that the kids are coming back to school soon.
Oh my goodness, don't even talk to me.
Summer flew by.
It really did.
But you've got something for the parents out there.
So, I have a habit of going to a certain coffee shop and they have these egg bites that I really, really love.
Yes.
All right. They have a lovely silky texture. They've got a lot of protein in them. I like them a lot. I figured out a way to do them at home, freeze them, put them in your kids' kids' breakfast, throw them into their lunches if you like it.
Yeah.
You know, very, very easy.
Mornings can be crazy with kids, so make your life easy.
You know it. So, this is very, very easy. We've got a muffin tin here and I'm going to have you spray all of these guys.
Okay.
To a blender or food processor. You can also do like a bowl or a pitcher if you have an immersion blender, but to that we're going to start with 6 eggs. We're going to crack these the way we talked about it, flat surface, one-handed. We're going to add about a half a tub of full-fat cottage cheese. If you want it a little bit lower fat, that's totally fine. It doesn't really mess with the texture at all.
Okay.
But I like using it because fat helps your brain cells move in the morning.
Yeah.
Really helps you out.
The brain cells and the moving.
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
All the
so
things.
these with a little bit of coffee, perfect. So you've got 6 eggs in here, some cottage cheese. Just throw that right in there. Got a little spatula.
Nice.
So these are really, really flexible in terms of flavor combinations. Today we're doing bacon and Gruyere, but you could do any sort of breakfast stuff you want to do. Sausage is wonderful,
Ham.
peppers, any of that. So I've got about 2 cups of shredded Gruyere in there as well. And we're going to add a little bit of salt and cracked black pepper.
Okay.
All right. And then to help create the really nice silky texture, we've got 2 tablespoons of cornstarch here.
Oh, okay, that's the key.
It's really going to help suspend the cheese in the egg mixture and give it a nice, silky, smooth texture. So to this, we're going to do that. And then for a little zing, I'm going to add a couple little...
You know we like it
A
hot.
little couple shakes of Tabasco. You could use Frank's, you could use whatever, you could use nothing if you don't want any of that.
You can't handle the heat. You know what they say.
It is. So you're going to put some of this in each of these little cups while I get this going. I'm just going to run this until it's nice and smooth. Doesn't take very long. So now this is all nicely blended up. We've got some bacon in each of our little cups here. This is also doable if you want to use paper muffin tins or silicone baking cups.
Then
that will work
go.
perfectly.
Yeah,
and then you don't have to worry about getting anything off the tray. All right, you're doing so good. Little bacon in all these guys. And then I'm going to pour these about half to 2/3 of the way full. You don't want them all the way full.
Okay.
Yep. They'll puff up a little bit, especially because we whipped a lot of air into this with the blender. These high-speed blenders make it really nice and soft and silky, but that also means that that air is going to expand when it gets warm. So that's going to, you know, cupcake over the top a little bit.
You know, Chef Emily, the scientist, she's always with the scientific explanation.
It helps. It helps when you know about it. So I'm just going to make sure that our bacon is completely covered. And if you want to give it a little stir with a chopstick or a straw to just make sure that the bacon doesn't stay all the way on the bottom, it's totally up to you. I like it when it's got a little bit of a bacony crust on the bottom. It's like backwards quiche.
Yeah.
So this could be easily American cheese, no cheese if you know, non-dairy family, with some sort of vegan cottage cheese or something like that. I really love this because it's so customizable. If somebody doesn't like bacon, no problem at all.
No problem.
So I've already got my oven on 300 degrees, and again, with the cornstarch, we're going to help the texture with another thing. I've got a casserole dish of hot water in the bottom of our oven.
Oh.
That's going to create some steam, and that's going to give us a really nice, silky, soft texture with our eggs.
I see. Okay.
All right, so I'm going to throw those in there.
How long are these going in?
About 10 to 15 minutes. We want just a little bit of golden brown on the top. And you know I already made some. So look at these little delicious guys.
Beautiful.
Because of the air and the cheese and how things expand, they can, when they're cooked, they can look quite wonky, a little bit tilted. But as it cools down, all of that will sort of crush down a little bit, so you have these nice little muffins. You take a little offset spatula like this, pop one of these guys off like that.
Beautiful.
Look at that. Little chives for a brunch. Throw it in a Ziploc bag. Throw a couple of them, freeze them, Ziploc bag. Take them out the night before. Throw it in the microwave in the morning. Protein, fat, carbs, all the things. Let's have some.
Okay.
All right. Ooh, I like
Yummy.
it. Texture looks good. Cheers. have to say, we're giving that coffee shop a run for its money.
Okay. Who needs it? You can make it yourself. We know that the mornings are hectic. Even if the kids aren't in school right now, if they're still in camp, just make life easy. Get a couple of these, pre-make them for the week. Chef Emily, always a pleasure.
Oh, always a pleasure to have you.
And viewers, if you want to make this at home, as always, you can check the recipe out over on our website, daytimebuffalo.com. Thanks again for coming in.
Thank you.
Well, thank you to our sponsors at the Niagara Falls Culinary Institute. If you want to make this at home, you can find the full recipe on our website. You know the one, daytimebuffalo.com.